Hey everybody! Happy Halloween! Like my Minnie Mouse ears. I was Minnie Mouse 2, 3 years ago. Probably actually longer than that. 4 years ago, last time we had Halloween at work. And every Halloween since then, I'm usually working. So first I wasn't going to do a live stream at all today because it's Halloween. And I thought, you know what? I never have Halloween off. Here, the last time I had Halloween off. So we got a little bowl of treats, Canadian treats, like we got Arrow bars. Well, it's not really an Arrow, full Arrow chocolate bar, but we got Kit Kat. Hey, Terry, haven't seen you in a while. Welcome. Hi, Janice. Okay, we got Smarties. Now, these are Canadian Smarties, not the ones you guys have in the U.S. We got Coffee Crisp. I think that's basically it. Welcome. Happy Halloween. Zeus, though, didn't like my Minnie Mouse ears. I put them on, and I forgot I had them on because I was trying them on earlier. And I was going around the corner, and Zeus, her dog, started barking at me. He doesn't like it when we wear hats. He did not like it. He's looking at me right now, and he's not too sure. So far, he's being quiet, though. So great to see you guys. Welcome to everybody who's new to the channel. Those don't know, I do fast food reviews, snack reviews. Sometimes I upload shorts as well, relating to TikTok or Snapchat filters. You guys like my background? This was currently actually on my laptop right now. I also have it on my iPad. Anyways, yeah, I got these at Spirit of Halloween, I think 4 years ago now. It was part of a costume. I couldn't find the shirt. Actually, I just got these as Spirit of Halloween, and then I got this black shirt that says Dream in Silver, which that'd be perfect. It's something, very Disney-like, right? We just had a birthday this evening for my older sister and new adopted daughter. Oh, that's cool. Congratulations and happy birthday to your sister. Happy birthday this evening. Is it your her new adopted daughter's birthday as well? If so, happy birthday. But that's awesome, Terry. Awesome. Um, so in a little bit, I'm probably just going to do, I thought I'd look into the history of Halloween. And those who don't know, there's one thing I found interesting. The phrase trick or treat actually originated in Canada, but there's a little bit of discrepancy. It was documented in Ontario as early as 1917, but it's also been documented in a newspaper first time in 1927 in Lethbridge, Alberta. But anyway, it does, anything I was able to find does conclude at least that phrase first became popular here in Canada, and now it's used all over the world. So I couldn't find anything that said it started in the US. I only seen like several things saying it started in Canada, which I didn't know. So I found that really interesting. Sister, husband, fostering over. Then just a week ago. That is awesome. Congratulations. Oh, they adopted the 2 kids. That is great. And I'm going to assume they're siblings. I hate to see it, siblings get split up. So it's awesome that, they're in a happy, loving family. Congrats to your sister and her husband as well. And congrats to you because I have new nieces or nephews, or new niece and a new nephew. But yeah, that is awesome. Awesome. I'm probably not going to see how long it takes for me to take this off, though. It's always starting to hurt my ears. Excuse me. Zeus, come here, out of the kitchen. You don't like my ears? Zeus, come here. It's okay. No, leave that. Leave the chocolate. Zeus, come here. Oh, that is so sad, Terry. I'm sorry to hear that. Your dad passed away and your mom's in a coma. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's awesome. Know that they've been adopted, right? Um, that is so. I'm sad. I'm assuming it was a car accident or something. I don't know. I'm not gonna ask, but oh wait, I just did. Sorry. Yeah, Zeus is still not sure about my Minnie Mouse ears. Oh, I'll show you guys what Smarties look like. I don't know if you guys know. This is what our Smarties looks like. And please don't say they're like M&Ms. These are not like M&Ms. The chocolate tastes totally different. And there's not as much chocolate in these as M&Ms. And the pieces are bigger, I think. Wow, I'm doing a really good job. All goes paper. Okay, so let me see if I can show you without dropping these, because Zeus is very invested in this right now. It's a little brown one. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, but I am happy though for your sister and her husband with the kids, right? Now they have a permanent, home and a living family. That's very important. So, oh, can't show you. There you go. Green and purple. No, I hate Big Turk. You know that, Terry. Maybe you forgot. I hate Big Turk. I think it's gross. No offense to anyone who likes it. I'm not a fan. I think you knew that. That's why you mentioned it. Now, the box we got only has Nestle chocolate in it. Which I never even buy candy. I only bought it specifically for the live stream. Hey, sis. Hey, Mambo. Your dad must be the only person you know that likes it. Yeah, I knew somebody, a friend of mine from years ago, her husband liked it. So there were two people. Happy Halloween. It's Halloween. In case I say Happy Halloween. If you hear a little bit of crackling in the background, I just have a fake fireplace up on the TV. There was a Halloween themed one I tried to put up, but Zeus started crying and he didn't like it, so I had to turn it off. You don't mind, Big Turk? Okay, 3 people. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to show you guys the Erroux one next. I'm going to take a break from my chocolate, though. So this is Erroux. This is well, it's not from Canada, but it's sold here in Canada. It's also in the UK. I think it's in Australia as well. I think New Zealand. Not sure, but this chocolate, if you have an Erroux bar, you got to try it. It's really good. It's like not too sweet. Look, all the bubbles. That's what they're known for, all the bubbles. You can see that. And it just melts in your mouth. My favorite is the mint Erroux. They have different flavors. They have dark chocolate versions as well, I believe. So I just make sure there's no food. So wearing my Mickey Mouse nightgown. Oh, that's so good. 1 second. I have a sip of my drink though. It's not too sweet, but this is no zero sugar. Cherry Coke. You guys have a safe Halloween. We don't have trick-or-treaters come to our building, so that's why I usually don't buy candy. We get Erroux at a store called World Market. Okay. Have you tried it before, Janice? Do you like it? I love Aero chocolate bars. They're my favorite. Well, my favorite is actually the mint, like I said. But it's very nice chocolate bar. It's not too sweet at all, and it just melts in your mouth. That's what I love about it. I'm not going to touch the chocolate. Leave the chocolate alone, Jackie. Yeah, it's awesome. Here you can get some American stuff here. Some of the convenience stores will sell it, even though they're not supposed to. Kid, I used to think Dr. Pepper tasted like real pepper. That's cute, Terry. Oh my goodness. There's something as a kid, I don't think of right now, I didn't like or was afraid to try. I can't think of it right now. It's just going to bug me. Yes, I've had the regular and the mint Aero. Which do you prefer, the regular one or the mint one? You know which one I prefer, but which one do you like? Do they have all the Aero flavors there? Because they do have this series of Aero truffle chocolate bars as well. They came out with this past summer, I think, a strawberry, or was it a strawberry milkshake one? The peanut Snickers. Oh, that is so good. Yes. There's a peanut butter Snickers, I think. Are you talking about peanut Snickers or peanut butter Snickers? Because I thought peanuts were in Snickers. Oh my goodness. Oh, poor you, Terry. Poor you. It's good to see you guys. I miss not being able to go to the trips Monday night live streams, but it's because of the shift I'm currently working. My shift ends when their live stream ends. So by the time I get home, and then, yeah. I try and watch the odd replay, of course, but yeah. Both I've had a peppermint version. There's a peppermint version? I probably like that better than the mint version. Playing with you see me playing, I was playing with the chocolate. Stop playing with your food. I'm talking to myself. Yeah, we don't get we don't get any trick-or-treaters in our building. Nobody comes to our building. There's not really a lot of houses on our street. It's mostly apartment buildings. I'm not sure about the street. The bigger apartment buildings, if they have trick-or-treaters in there. There is a couple of side streets the kids usually go to, or they go on the other streets behind us. Yeah, so which I'm very disappointed at. I love Halloween. I love dressing up. So when I wasn't able, to have the opportunity to do that anymore, I look forward to giving out candy and seeing all the kids in their costumes. But no, we can't do that. Yeah, I heard she passed away. Terry Garth, she was in, speaking of Halloween, she was in Young Frankenstein, right? That was too bad. She was also in Tootsie. I can't remember what else she's been in, but yeah, that's too bad. Oh my goodness. Yes, Tootsie, I love that movie. I'm not against some movies I don't think they should ever redo, but I would love to see them redo. Tootsie, what's another one? I'd love to see them redo Trading Places. I love that movie, Trading Places. Who I think would be good in it, Kevin Hart in the Eddie Murphy role. I'm not sure though who could play Dan Aykroyd's role. Oh, hold on, I gotta fix this. It's starting to itch my head. There we go. Okay. The community area our son lives within Calgary is a house that gives out 2-liter bottles of pop and big bags of chips. Wow. Like full-size bags of chips? That's awesome. There was a house like that in my complex when I was growing up. They would give out full-size chocolate bars. There was another house, though, that nobody wanted to go to that would just give out toothbrushes and dental floss. No one wanted to go to that house. I'm just trying to think, like, if they redid Trading Places, who would be able to play the Dan Aykroyd part? I know for Eddie Murphy's part, for sure, I would say hands down Kevin Hart. You know what? Mark Wahlberg, maybe, or Will Ferrell, one of the two. I don't know. Like, I just some I'll be okay, guys. Some 80s movies I would not mind seeing as a reboot. Like Overboard, I liked it because they they twisted around the gender roles in the newer Overboard movie, so it wasn't exactly like the classic one. I mean, they did their own twist on it. So, one year when the house tried giving out hard boiled eggs and strips of bacon. What? They got sponsored by Circle K, and they know when he said they couldn't do this. I saw that on TikTok. I saw it on TikTok. I know what you're talking about, Wombo. That is awesome. So they're now sponsored by Circle K and A&W. That is awesome. I follow their account, actually. I can't remember the account right now, but they were in sandwich envelopes. Okay. I remember, too, when I was a kid, the houses that gave out the crappiest stuff were usually egged, or, you know what I mean? They throw eggs at that house or toilet paper. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember, like I said, the name of the account, but I follow them on TikTok. Yeah, that is awesome. They do that, you know. And so, like the little tiny bags that you get in the vending machines, or even the ones that are just out for Halloween, there's hardly anything in them. I went to a niece's neighborhood in Burbank that Disney execs lived in. They gave out full size candy bars and had built in haunted houses for the kids. That is awesome. That is cool. That sounds like a lot of fun. You know, that's something not just the kids, but even the adults could enjoy because of the haunted house. Even, right? I'm sorry. I enjoy haunted houses. That would be awesome. Yeah. That's definitely a good neighborhood to hit if they're Disney execs living in that neighborhood. But yeah, that is awesome. I watched a video. Was it Tampa J? Yeah, he did. He went to Universal Studios in Hollywood, California. Did their haunted house tour. That was really neat. Anyway, and I loved it when the Ellen talk show was on, and she would make her poor assistant auntie go through the haunted houses every year, a haunted house with a celebrity, and he hated haunted houses. I thought that was so funny. I know. I mean, um, but what else? Even when houses that would just give out, the little boxes of, was it raisins? What is it called? What are the raisins called again? I can't remember. Nobody wanted raisins either. Everyone wanted the good stuff. Oh, excuse me. Everybody wanted all the goodies. Not the. I'll show you guys the coffee crisp because we haven't had it. You may be able to find this in the U.S. Probably only a store that sells international candy, or if you live near the border. But anyway, try coffee crisp. Coffee crisp. Like the coffee crisp. Okay, let's try. These are really good. They have now different flavors now. Um, there's one that's pumpkin spice latte, but I can't remember if we are able to find that one or not. There's one that's caramel latte, I think. Double double. Yeah, it's pretty good though. I like the classic though. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I only haven't got this for the life, like I said. Not many trick-or-treaters in our area. Oh, look, my ears are gone. Oh, my ears gone. I think the last year I felt like trick-or-treating. I think I was a cheerleader. I don't know why. And then the last time I dressed up for a costume party, I was a doctor. It was some bar or something we hung out at, and we knew the people that worked there. We knew the owners. They used to have big Halloween um, parties every year at the place. And the last year I dressed up, I remember my mom, used to be it's called healthcare aide. Basically, it's like a nurse, similar to a nurse in seniors living facility, and she had scrubs. So I got those from her. I just had to buy the plastic stethoscope, and I had a knife sticking in me. The lid was or the handle, sorry, was sticking at the lid on my chest, and the other end was out the back, and all fake blood. That was my favorite costume I ever did. You guys have a favorite costume you've ever done? At least last time you dressed up, if you can remember. Maybe in a while for some of us. What's one of the neat costumes I've seen on TikTok this year, though? Crocs. There's a Crocs. They actually have a costume on their website you can get where you can dress up like a Croc. But the best costumes I saw, as far as Crocs, is people that made their own. I even saw this one on TikTok where it was like, you're someone with special needs, right? So they made him, excuse me, an Ecto 1 Ghostbusters costume, with all the lights and everything. And it was so cool. See, people can get really creative with costumes. Excuse me. Zeus is not right near me right now. He doesn't like my ears, as I mentioned earlier. Yeah, Heath will put a hat on and he starts working. He does not like it. Just 1 second. Actually, no, I can do that later. I'll be okay. Let's see if we can find anything interesting here. So, yeah. So when do you guys think trick-or-treating start again? Actually, no. Hold on. I'll be okay. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to that. You know, it'd be neat if I had ghost effects. I don't. I wish I did. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I turned that off. Okay. I wish I had ghost effects. What's the closest I have? Balloons? Anybody? No. Oh my goodness. There was a haunted house on the news in Montreal. They did all kinds of effects, like animatronics and the whole 9 yards. And they dubbed it like a nightmare on Empire Street. It was on a street called Empire Street, and it got national attention across all the news outlets, and that it was looked pretty cool. They're saying that Canada is one of the top countries that spends the most on Halloween. They're saying they're expecting like Canada to spend at least 100 billion, like just Halloween. Like that was crazy. Okay, I'm gonna screen share with you guys. Let's see if I can find anything interesting here. 1 second. No, I did want to do that. Okay. Okay, so it's just Halloween and history of Halloween in Canada. I know. How people start celebrating Halloween. The origins of Halloween can be traced back to ancient Celtic festival called Samhain. Which right now I'm saying it sounds like Samhain. Oh, so I said it wrong. For the Celtic people, November 1st marked the first day of winter and transition from light to dark. According to Celtic tradition, spirits and otherworldly beings were likely to visit on the evening of October 31st. The appease the visitors' living would prepare food offerings and dress up in disguise. That sounds pretty interesting. When did trick-or-treating start in Canada? Very first trick-or-treaters lived in medieval England and Ireland on All Hallows Eve. Children and peasants participate in common practice known as souling by dressing in costumes and collecting soul cakes in exchange for prayers. Small round cakes were baked with nutmeg and cinnamon and marked with a cross on top. If you'd like to taste soul cakes for yourself, try this. Okay, moving on. Halloween introduced Canada in the 19th century with the arrival of many people from Ireland and Scotland. No one knows exactly when the phrase trick-or-treat came about, but the first known use of the phrase trick-or-treat to describe Halloween was published in Alberta newspaper in 1927. So with that, like I was saying, I also found something else online that said that the phrase trick-or-treat was mentioned in 1917. It was used in Ontario. They didn't say if it was published or not. So I'm going to use 1927 as the first instance when the phrase trick-or-treat was published. I didn't even know that phrase was Canadian. Who knew? But anyway. By the 1950s, candy companies saw a marketing opportunity. So it wasn't until around the 50s the candy companies got involved and used it to advertise their products. Kit Kat, have a break. It'll be okay. By 1970s, store-bought candies and chocolates have become the norm. Some Halloween candy staples endured for more than a century. Candy corn was invented in the 1880s. I've never been a fan of candy corn. But anyhow, candy corn's been around for a long time, apparently. Well, the first Hershey's milk chocolate bar was sold in 1900. And don't forget Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, invented in 1928. Ever since, remains a top seller at Halloween. I love Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Do you guys have a favorite Halloween treat? My favorite treat in general. I love mint Air chocolate bars and Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. But as far as Halloween, I'd say it would still be the same. What's your favorite Halloween candy that you remember getting as a kid or you look forward to getting when you went trick-or-treating? Just let me know there. Why people dress up for Halloween. We've already mentioned 1898 newspaper article published in British Columbia made the first recorded North American reference to younger people dressing up on Halloween. By the 1920s, 1930s, Halloween costumes were a tradition. Companies even started selling costumes based on popular cartoon characters like Mickey Mouse and Popeye. It wasn't until the 1960s that Halloween costumes really took off. So yeah, it's interesting to see this history there. Hershey was supposed to be on Titanic, was unable to attend. I didn't know that. That's really interesting, Terry. Yeah, I've heard of different stories where people were supposed to be on it, and some reason or another, they ended up not being on it. So I'm guessing it just wasn't their time. If it was, then they would have made it onto the ship, right? What is it? My favorite part in Ghostbusters 2 is when the Titanic, comes into the dock, and then the two docks workers, right, in the booth see the Titanic, and they're calling into the NYPD, right? Or no, they're not. They're talking amongst each other. That's right. They didn't call into the NYPD, but when they're like talking amongst each other, and they're like, the Titanic just arrived. I'm like, better late than never. Or did they call? I can't remember exactly if it was in the police station. No, it was the two talking amongst each other. Anyway, I'd have to watch it again. I was watching it the other day. I've been watching Halloween stuff all day today. I'm not really into horror, but I like horror comedies. I love Zombieland, Zombieland 2. I heard they're making a third one. Um, there's another movie on Amazon Prime. I can't remember what it's called. It's about this girl who gets in a photo booth. She ends up going back in time to 1987, trying to stop her mother's friends from getting murdered. It's more a horror comedy. I like horror comedies. I just don't like horror movies. Once they're just horror, once they aren't funny. Like I love the scary movie franchise because those are just comedies mainly. I wouldn't even consider them horror comedies really. But yeah, anyway. What is the most haunted place in Canada? Let's see. Telling ghost stories of beloved Halloween traditions. We heard just a few haunted places in Canada. Fairmount Banff Springs Hotel. Ooh. McKay Avenue School in Edmonton. Rose Crown Pub in Calgary. All you guys can see this. Vintageous Playhouse here in Winnipeg. Current job market. Oh my goodness. Okay, anyways. Okay, the rest of this I think is just advertising. So I'm gonna get out of that. Sorry guys, it keeps sliding here. I have a pillow for my back and it keeps sliding and I keep sliding. Sorry. One sip of my drink. Hi, Susie. You don't like my ears? Do you like my ears? He's still not sure, guys. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I just thought I'd wear these with my Mickey Mouse nightgown. Yeah. Oh, you can't see my ears now. Come on, ears. I'm turning into a ghost. Oh, excuse me. Okay. You know what? Let's have a Kit Kat. Love. I know I love a lot of things. Oh my goodness. Here we go. I'm sure you know what that looks like. Oh, this one's falling apart. It's really having a break. So, I'm sure you guys know this, but Kit Kat in Canada is made by Nestle. I think it's pretty much all over the world. It's made by Nestle, except in the United States, where it's made by Hershey. I'm sure a lot of you knew that, though. If you didn't, now you know. Yeah. So that's why there'll be a really distinct difference between a Hershey's Kit Kat chocolate bar from the US versus Canada. Excuse me, sorry. I have no ears. Ooh. Look, my ears are gone. Now they're there. Now they're gone. Now they're there. Simple things amuse simple minds. I'm kidding. So yeah, you guys have nieces or nephews, or even if you had kids when they were growing up, what was their favorite costume they ever did? My mom used to make our homemade when when we were little. Well, she couldn't afford to buy a costume, so she would just make them. I think she made me a clown costume once. I don't know why I wanted to be a clown. I don't even like clowns. I think it was just figured to be easier costume for her to make. You know what I mean? Yeah. My mom made a lot of her clothes and stuff. She managed pretty well, for being on her own. And I didn't care the costume was homemade. She did a really good job. But you should see it. Like I saw a lot of the costumes I've seen on TikTok. There's this one I saw too, where his dad made a costume for his daughter where it was like she was a headless trick or treater. Made it look like her head was on the plate. Someone else, someone's like her headless body, and then it looked like the head, make her look like her head was on the plate. It was really well done. Like people get really creative, and like they come up with costumes I wouldn't even think of. You know, um, like it's just amazing. What's another good one I saw? Um, I saw one where somebody, like a kid, was dressed up as a croc, and then their little sister was a piece of gum stuck to the croc. It was so cute. They had this pink bungee kind of cord, I guess. So it looked like, the gum was springing back and forth, being stuck on the bottom of the shoe. And the little girl's bubblegum costume was all pink balloons. Made it look like pink bubblegum color. Like I love to see how creative people get. Like I thought that was really well done. Um, if I was going to dress up, I would want to be a Ghostbuster. I love Ghostbusters. That's one of my favorite Halloween movies. Um, I like the classic ones, like Ghostbusters 2. I even like the one with the all female cast. I don't know why people hate on that one so much. I liked that one. I don't think it was as good as the other others in the franchise, but I did like it. I don't think it's amazing, but I don't think it was necessarily bad either. Um, but and I like the two new ones, Afterlife and Frozen Empire. But yeah, anyways. You guys have a favorite movie, Halloween movie? Like, is it Friday the 13th? Is it Nightmare on Elm Street? Is it, I don't know, Cujo? What's another one? Omen. There is a horror series that I liked, which I normally don't like just horror movies, but I really liked the movie The Ring when it came out. Where you put in the videotape and like you have 7 days, or you're gonna die in 7 days or something. I can't remember. I know there's been a sequel to it. I can't remember how many after the original one, but I did. That's one of the horror movies I liked. I haven't seen The Purge. I kind of curious to see that one. I mean, just because I like movies about, in general, time travel, or things that have to do with the apocalypse, or this kind of similar theme to the apocalypse, like, you know what I mean? Like, I know it's The Purge isn't like society isn't in ruins in those movies. It's just a one night of the year that everybody, can commit whatever crime they want to commit, and there's no repercussions. Like, I don't know, I just find that interesting. And there was a series on TV I used to like from years ago that's no longer on. It was only on, I think, was it maybe 2, 3 seasons, but it was called Revolution. It's where, like, suddenly the power goes out, and then you see what the characters used to be like, and then flash forward to years and years, many years later, and they're like villains, and when they used to be the complete opposite, way back in the day. But I don't know. I would love to find that series again online to watch. I haven't been able to find it. I don't know if it's on like any American apps or anything. I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, what's another movie I like? Sorry, I hear something. Is it a ghost? Ooh, can we hear something outside? our window. It sounds like somebody's raking leaves. But it's like 5 to 10 at night here. Who'd be raking leaves that late at night? Maybe it's a ghost, like I said. Ooh. Someone trying to get in the building. Ooh. This is itching. I'm trying to keep it on because it's only going to be on for a little bit longer. But it is itching my head. Okay. So, we've had an Heroux. We've had a Kit Kat. We've had the Coffee Crystal Smarties. Let's have Smarties again. It's going to be the last treat I'm going to have, so. Yeah, you guys know with Smarties, the inventor of M&Ms was in the UK, and they saw a soldier there eating some of these, and they gave him the idea for M&Ms. So without these, M&Ms may not exist. Oh my goodness. I'm surprised Zeus isn't all over me right now. This is supposed to be orange, by the way. It's hard to tell from the lighting. I would say the colors aren't as bright as M&Ms. Like, they're a little more muted. Which the purple is a nice color. I'll show you guys what the inside looks like. Hold on. Oop. So it looks like that. Really nice milk chocolate. It does not have the same taste as the chocolate in an M&M house. I should have gotten M&Ms to compare. That's another purple one. A rare color. It's hard to find in M&Ms is red. I don't really see a lot of red. Anyway. These will be good snacks for our lunches and that. Yeah, we all have chocolate we have it very rarely. Yeah, I mean, if I wasn't having my live stream, probably wouldn't have even bought the box of candy at all. So, anyway. Good. Everybody's quiet today. So yeah, you guys have a favorite costume that you've ever dressed up as? My favorite was the doctor costume. I remember when I was younger, they had those costumes you could buy that like were plastic, had the plastic mask, and then the costume part itself had the characters on it. I remember one year I think I had a Rainbow Bright one. Another year I think I had a Care Bears one. I'm glad they don't sell those anymore. I think they determined they weren't safe for children to wear, so that's why you can never find. Can't really find those kind of costumes now, but it probably wasn't too safe to begin with. Anyway, you guys have favorite Halloween treat? That is good though. That one place, Mumbo, does that. I think that's awesome. Yeah. It's really good, those companies too, to sponsor them so that they can continue the tradition. Right? Well, it's good publicity for the companies, right? But it also helps out, those people that want to do that, right? They want to give out, the full size liter, 2 liter of pop and chips, especially with everything being so expensive. I think that's such a great idea. Sorry, can't see my mouse ears. My ears keep disappearing. You can only see like part of the bow and like one of my ears, half of my ears. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay on probably just about 5 minutes longer, guys. I'm gonna save my voice for tomorrow. Oh my goodness. So anything, even after the replay, if you guys could think of anything, just drop down in the comments on the live stream. Like I said, if you had a favorite costume that you once did, or what's the most creative costume you ever made or came up with when you used to dress up for Halloween, whether as an adult going to a Halloween party or as a kid, what was your favorite Halloween treat? Um, was there a favorite house you used to go to that had a haunted house? Like, what's your favorite Halloween memories? When I used to live in Ontario, um, the Milton Mall, every year they used to do a haunted house, sponsored by local businesses. And it was really, really good. The special effects, they had people dressed up as zombies, and it looked so real. They went all out. I loved going to that haunted house. And you just would make a donation um, to the food bank, you know what I mean? Which I thought was a really good idea, or to a local charity. Um, I noticed that a lot of the places that have haunted houses, or even around the holidays, places that have all those Christmas lights and Christmas displays, they have something there for donations. And I think that's such a great idea. There was this place, I don't know if they still do it, in Campbellville, Ontario, which is near Milton, Ontario. There was this house that would go all out for Halloween decorations. So you could tour around. They had all these displays and everything. And then at the end, or I can't remember if it was at the end or at the beginning, they had this little box, a locked box where you could put donations or whatever. You could donate whatever you wanted, whether it was like $1 or $20, whatever you wanted to donate. And then they would, oh, sorry, I feel like I have a hair in my eye. They would donate that to a local charity. As they leave food for the food bank as well, canned food, canned goods, things like that. I think that's what's also amazing too about these places. You see a place that's got a great haunted house. If they have a area where you can make a donation, I would definitely encourage you guys to do that. I think it's such a great idea. You get to enjoy yourself, have a night out with your family, and see all these neat and awesome, wonderful displays that only someone has put a lot of love and hard work into, and then um, donate to charity as well. I just think that's a win-win. Sorry, it's really windy outside. Is there ghosts? Let's turn out the fireplace. Can you hear the fireplace? I know, it sounds like a real fireplace, right? Sorry, my nose is turning around a little bit. So I'm probably going to have to go. See, there it goes. I know this is a bad joke. Oh my goodness. Was it? I'm trying to think of a good costume a friend of mine did. I'm trying to think right now. I had this friend I remember now. She was really into, Renaissance and that. And she made this costume that looked exactly like, one of those medieval dresses. She didn't rent a costume. Like, she actually made this costume and it looked amazing. Like I said, I love how people go all out for Halloween, and it's fun to be scared, right? Who doesn't want to be scared on Halloween? But I said, I'm more of a horror comedy fan and not really into just horror movies per se, right? I love horror comedies. Um, but anyhow, I'm going to get going here. But yeah, fun to hang out with you guys on Halloween, and bye bye. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell. Have a fun, happy Halloween, or what's left of it, everybody. Bye. Is it?